Hello and welcome again. I haven't made a tutorial for quite some time, and I get a lot of questions about the border stitch in overlay mosaic crochet. I also want to show you a few stitches. I will make a really small a test pattern. It's only 10 stitches, and I will show you half double crochet how I do my setup. I will start with the dark color. It's just a leftover I have from something I made before, and I'm going to show you how I do my setup. It's fairly easy. It's easier than when you have to count your stitches, and you've done already quite a lot of work. You did do the first row already. Okay, you make a knot. I was too fast already. In a simple knot, you tie a little round, put your yarn through and pull it, and you have a little knot. It's also how I start each row in the border stitch. I do the border stitch my way. You have several ways of doing the border stitch. This one I found easy to pick up the yarn when you make your small border, and small envelope border or a big envelope border, whatever. This is really nice. I do a half double crochet setup because when you work in your border, at the bottom there's always stitches you can't find for your double envelope border, and so I do a half double crochet. I already went for one slip, for one chain. I do 2 chain, and I do 3 chain, and then yarn over. I put it in the first 2. See, 2 loops here. It's 2 loops, and then yarn through. Then I chain 1, otherwise you have a weird bottom round, and pull through all. Yarn over. Now we're going to find those first 2 stitches I made with the yarn through. See here, yarn through again, and through both 3 loops. Yarn over. Find those 2 loops here. See, 2 loops. I'm going through 2 loops. Yarn through, crochet 1 for the bottom stitch. See, crochet 1 for the bottom stitch, and all 3 loops. And here is where your yarn went through, so you pick up those double loops again, yarn in. Oh, I forgot to do yarn over, of course, first. Now I need to find my 2 loops back. I found 1, and I found the second. See, through, yarn through the first, and now through both. Yarn over, through, and to both loops. Find your 2 loops again. Let me find them. Here they are. And I think why am I crocheting so difficult, but that's because I haven't put my glasses on. And I thought, why can't I find those 2 loops? So I put my glasses on, reading glasses. Oh yes, this is so much better. I thought, why is everything so blurry? There, and yarn through, see? And then the 3. It's not that difficult, just has to drop the penny. See the both loops there? Again, 1, 2, 3. And see, when you work now, you have this as a bottom, so you really have a front and a back loop. A front and a back loop, see? So they're easy to pick up. And you already have some start border. Here we go. We do a few more. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 4 more. 5 more. Yarn over. Then we have 12. Through. Yarn over. Get those 2 loops. Pull your yarn through both of those loops. Crochet 1 and pull through 3 loops. Yarn over. Search for your 2 loops there. And it's easy, and it has enough stretch for the bottom, and it doesn't pull it so tight as a chain. Yarn over, find your 2 loops, pull your yarn through, and you see it's easy to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more, and then we have 10 for the pattern and 2 for the border stitch. There, pull through and done. And I end my work always with one, and then I take my scissors and cut the yarn off. And this is my setup, and I pull it tight. There, this is my setup. See, it's nice and stretchy. The stitches are well defined. My color, it might be a little bit too dark. Let me put a little bit like this here. There you see, but then there's too much shadows. I don't want too much shadows on my hand, and there are. Let me put the lamp here. There. And see, you really have those front and back loop here, and at the bottom you have the same. You have your front here and your back loop. Here's the front loop, you can't see it that well, but there's a front and a back loop. This is called a half double crochet chainless setup.